Alright, so as promised, Isa and I are making cinnamon rolls. We have a favorite YouTuber, second to Mr. Mile Runner, of course. His name is Binging with Babish, and he has some pretty entertaining videos where he will take recipes from movies, shows, cartoons, you name it. He'll make the recipe as awful as it is, and then he'll try to make it his own and make it taste delicious. So this recipe is from the comedian Jim Gaffigan, and I think it was during a stand-up special that he did. So we're going to use his recipe. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put half a cup of sugar in the mixer, like that. All right, half a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt. That? Yeah. And 3 ounces of butter. Let me get you a knife. I'm stuck. All right, so then put the mixer in place, lock it. All right, and then we're going to so now it says to scrape it, and then you're gonna add an egg and the zest of a lemon. Yeah, just scrape down the sides. You gotta be careful with tools. Kitchen tools. I can't use the mandolin, I can't use a potato peeler. And hopefully today, after today, I could still use a zester. I think that's good. Pour the egg in and carefully put in the zest. And that looks gross. Alexa, stop. All right, so you can go over a little, fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna put in packet of yeast. All right, put in the flour, 2 cups. Okay. Is there another one?
Without mixing it everywhere?
Yeah. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. And the buttermilk. I went too fast and the flour went everywhere.
Let me just use the hook.
Now, we're going to carefully scrape this down.
Body can dress to impress, no stress, though they're waiting. I keep them waiting. Makeup on fleek, high heels, ripped jeans, they're all waiting. I'm on my way, yeah. Looking in the mirror at myself like who that? Swag on 1,000 and my girls got my back. We just wanna party, call me tequila shawty. We just wanna party, yeah, yeah.
This is like so
not
watery. I'm scared. Okay, oil the bowl. I'm gonna oil my hands too, just in case I need to help you. We're gonna put the dough in there for about 2 hours and let it proof, which means let it rise. This is not a dough, this is like runny. I don't know, I think we messed up. Something was wrong. We've messed up.
Maybe it'll turn out better. Why is it all like ew?
I don't know.
That's why you use the towel.
Let's hope for the best after 2 hours. That is definitely not dough. That is still like batter.
I mean, since we have oil on our hands, it's not sticky.
All right, Cover it up. Oh no, this has never happened to me. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully the yeast will react in there and something good will happen in 2 hours. We had a little bit of a mishap. I didn't use bread flour because I didn't have any, and since we're in these crazy times right now, I wasn't about to go find bread flour. So I just used all-purpose flour, and as you saw before, the dough didn't rise. It was like a batter. So what I did while we were waiting the 2 hours is I added more flour, added about a cup of all-purpose flour extra, kneaded it, and then put it back in the bowl, and I let it proof for the remainder of the time. It's actually airy now. There's like air in here, and I'm just gonna say it's good enough. We don't have all kinds of time today to do this, so we're just gonna call it good. I went ahead and oiled my hands. Isa's gonna oil her hands.
Over that? Or?
Just there, yeah, right there. And we oiled the surface and the rolling pin. And before she rolls, we're gonna knead the dough. So just kind of into itself like this. Yeah, yep. Pull it and into. Just enough to where it's like all together, and then you can go ahead and roll it. And they want us to roll it to 14 by 18. I'm gonna say that the width and length of this cutting board is a 14 by 18. I would roll out that way and this way, and then out this way, okay? While she's doing that, I'm gonna wash my hands, and I'm gonna make the filling. Let's call this good because we don't want to overstretch it. We're gonna make this filling real quick, and then you can put it in there.
Where's that towel do you have?
So it wants half a cup of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon,
That did not work.
and half. I'm not too picky about making these measurements exact. I usually just eyeball it. And a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Whoa. Alright, grab a fork, Isa, and mix it all up. And then it says to sprinkle it all in here. What should we make next? Hopefully something that doesn't take too much work. Proofing, something that we can't do. Destroy, something that will come out awful. Alright. So now we're gonna roll this into itself. And since it's very sticky, try to get the majority of it. Okay, do it just like that. After this step, we're also going to let it sit for another hour, and hopefully during that hour it'll continue to proof and the rolls are nice and tasty. We're gonna score it down the middle. Alright, let's grab a spatula. Okay, and go ahead and do that. Just like that. Okay. Remember, you don't crowd them. So now we're gonna let this sit for an hour, and we'll come back and show you what they look like. Hopefully they rise and they get nice and poofy and delicious looking. Take a look at these guys. They did proof. So what Isa's going to do is she's going to butter the top of it, and then we're gonna stick that in the oven. Like that. Like that. Okay. And while she's doing that, I'm going to make the frosting. In here we have a stick of butter, a cream cheese block, 2 cups of powdered sugar. And I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup measure because I do what I want. Lisa's going to eloquently walk that right on in. Oh, yep. Alexa, please put 20 minutes on the timer. Those are gonna bake for 20 minutes at 375 degrees. And then I'm going to go ahead and start mixing this slowly because there's powdered sugar in there. Isa prefers a more runny frosting, so we're gonna thin it out. I'm gonna add a little bit at a time. Just kind of eyeball it. Oh yeah, this is totally the consistency that I want to go for. Take a look at that. It's exactly what I would like to frost my mouth with. Okay, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Ready? Oh my god. This is the outcome of the cinnamon rolls. And I'm gonna say that it's kind of a success. I mean, they look like cinnamon rolls. I'm sure they're gonna taste like cinnamon rolls, but the telltale sign is going to be whether or not they're fluffy, whether or not they pull apart nicely, or if they're just going to, you know, taste like dense bread. All right, it's good.
Okay, moment of truth.
I don't want to do one.
No. That's really good.
You want one, Amberly? Yeah?
It's not a bad taste.
Pick whatever one you want and pull it off yourself.
Okay.
I got the biggest one.
I'm good. I can't wait to.
Does it taste like lemon milk?
Yeah. A little hard.
But it's not a bad flavor. It's really good.
All right. Which one's yours?
That one.
This one? That is the best looking one.
I got the biggest one.
Oh, record yourself. We need to see this. What do you think, Luke?
It's delicious.
Yeah? It tastes great.
No.
Honestly, it's not. No, Bruce, no, leave it. It's not as dense as I thought it was going to be. It's pretty good.
Emily, you like it?
Zach? What do you think?
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.